to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you this make, which is the Tilly the Buttons Indigo dress. I did this in collaboration with Claire from Penguin and Pear. We did a similar video like this on the Zadie jumpsuit by Paper Theory a couple months ago, where we sewed up the same garment and we showed you guys what worked for us and what didn't, and what we liked and what we didn't like. Because we have two different body shapes, and we thought that would be helpful so you guys can kind of see how these patterns work on different people. So you all seem to like that, so we did it again. But before I get started, I wanted to share a little story with you guys about my hair and this dress. So yeah, I got my hair chopped off and thinned out. The lady took all of my hairs, kind of crazy. But anyway, so when I went to get my hair done, my husband drove me to my appointment. And then when I came out when I was done, so my hair had been styled with loose waves. And I went to my husband so, how do I look? How do you like it? And he goes, wow, it looks good. And he's like, you look like those girls from the movies. And I'm like, girls from those movies? He's like, yeah, you know, the ones that get dropped in the jungle. And I was like, okay. And he's like, you look wild. And I'm like, okay, so I look like I got dropped in the jungle. Does that mean it looks good? Does it look bad? And he's like, yeah, it looks good. And I'm like, okay. And then 2 days later, I grabbed this fabric out. I had it on my ironing board, and he was like, please tell me this is the fabric for your dress and it's not just the lining. And I go, nope, it's my fabric for my dress. I thought I'd just add to my dropped in the jungle look with this cheetah print fabric. And he was so excited about that. So yeah, I don't know, I just thought it was the timing of it all was just really funny. So alright, so that's my story, and I'll get on with this review, which is why you guys are here. So, this is, like I said, the Tilly the Buttons Indigo dress. I made it out of this viscose crepe that I purchased from Blackbird Fabrics. Hi, Peanut. It's really drapey. This was probably one of the hardest fabrics I've ever had to work with, but I did the version with the bracelet sleeves, the pleats that are on the, or not pleats, gathers, but I didn't show it with the gathers on the outside. I wanted it what's the word, finished look. And it has pockets. And I'll stand up and show you guys some footage of me on a full length in a minute. Peanut is smelling me. Okay, so my measurements put me at the size 3, and I made a muslin to try that because I thought maybe the 3 was going to be too big. So, but I made the size 3, and it actually fit pretty well. I liked the shape of it on me. I thought it fit good, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't need the to size down, because I was thinking about sizing down because I knew this was a, you know, very generous fit garment. So I made my muslin, and there were 2 things about it that I wanted to change. One, the dart I thought was too low, so I was debating on whether or not I needed to move that. And then also, it was pretty long on me, so I chopped the skirt and raised it 3 inches. And that is just because I bought some boots that I wanted to wear with it, and I wanted the dress to hit at the top of the boots. So yeah, I took 3 inches off. But now that I did that, when I raise my arms, the dress is whoo, it raises pretty high, so this probably may not be a summer dress, or I may just have to not reach for things on the top shelf during the summer, because that would be bad. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, muslin fits good, debating on whether I wanted to move the dart, and then took the skirt up 3 inches. So I was talking to Claire, and I was like, hey, I'm debating on whether or not I want to move this dart because I don't think it's hitting me in the right place, but my fabric is really drapey and it's a pretty busy print. So I don't know if the dart is even going to matter, if you can actually see it in the bodice at all. And so I ended up not moving it, and I don't know, I wasn't really happy, so I sent her a picture of the dart, and I'm like, is this noticeable? Can you tell that this isn't in the right spot? And she's like, no, not really. And I'm like, okay, so this may just be one of those instances where I know it's not in the right spot because I made the garment, but someone looking at this wouldn't know. And she told me that, yeah, that was pretty much it. That's what I was like, Megan, you're fine, the dart is fine, you can't really tell. So then I was like, well, I really don't like how big this looks on me. Like, it's kind of just swallowing me up, and it didn't look like this when I made the muslin, so I was confused. But now that I'm thinking about it, I made my muslin out of like a cotton fabric, so it was a little bit more structured, where this is like really like drapey. So she sent me a picture of a girl on Instagram that sewed in waist ties to her garment and suggested I do the same thing, and I actually enjoyed that much better. So that's what I did. I sewed in ties. Luckily I had enough scraps to do it, so I'll show you guys what this looks like untied and then tied so you can see what the difference, if you can tell if there is a difference. And then also, the one thing that we both didn't like was the facing on the neckline. Now, I never really liked facings, and the more that I sew them, the more I realized how much I don't like them. I don't like that like extra bit of fabric that's just like here on the neckline. None of my ready-to-wear garments use facings, and I didn't like this one. I couldn't get it to like lay in the garment, no matter how many notches I clipped in the curves to try to get it to lay flat. I didn't like it, so I top stitched around it and it looked fine, but then when I washed the garment, the facing just came out. It got all like crumply and was just flipped over, and it wouldn't lay nicely in the garment again. So she actually told me that she didn't like the facing, that she was having problems, and I said, yeah, I'm having problems too. So she mentioned using bias binding, and I'm like, you know what, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we both use bias binding in the neckline, and I liked this version much better than the facing. Okay, also, just one quick tip about this fabric. This fabric is very shifty. It was very difficult for me to work with, and Claire mentioned starching it to make it more stable, and I wish I had done that from the very beginning. I wish I had known to starch it while I was ironing it before I cut it out, and it's night and day difference. So if you guys have like a fabric that likes to move around a lot, such as viscose, crepe, or any like slinky fabric, if you can starch it, I would highly recommend starching it because it made it so much easier to work with, okay? Alright, what else about this garment? Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cute. I really, liked it. So I'm going to, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change into my muslin real quick so I can show you where the dart hit me and why I think it needed to be moved. And then I'm going to rearrange the setup so I can take video of me standing up so you guys can see like the full length garment. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my mock-up, my muslin that I made out of just cotton muslin from Joann. I didn't finish the neckline or the sleeves or anything just because I was just checking like the fit of the garment. And as you can see, this one fits me a lot. It's more fitted, right? Like it's not as like big and drapey, and it's like it feels a little bit tighter in the back, which was also the reason why I didn't want to size down, because I'm like, well, this is a little bit form-fitting. Peanut's trying to beast me. So this is a little bit more form-fitting, so I think if I went down to a size 2, I wouldn't be able to get in and out of it without like a zip. So that's why I just went ahead and made the 3. Ow, Peanut. Okay. Awkward moment. I'm going to put my chest into the camera so you guys can see what I mean about the darts. So I do apologize, but I just wanted to show you real quick what I mean about the dart. So the dart hits like right here, which is like the lower part of my chest. So I wanted to raise it up a little bit and possibly move it forward because it creates like this weird point in the garment, which I really didn't like. So, but because, you know, like I said, my fabric is drapier and more busy, I was like, well, maybe no one's gonna see that. No, like you're not really gonna tell. And you can't, only I can tell, so yeah, I would say to definitely check it and see if you have a smaller chest, if you're gonna want to raise your dart up or not. But if you have like something that's like really drapey, I don't really think it's going to make a difference. Sorry, is this distracting you guys? Okay, so yeah, I just made the same version, so, right. Alright, I'm gonna go change the camera setup and then change back into the main dress. Okay, so I apologize that the video is now up and down, but this is the only way I can get the garment in the shot. So, right, so this is what the dress looks like full length. It hits probably about an inch above my kneecap, which is where I wanted it to hit. So like I said, if I raise both my arms up at the same time, it's gonna be not so great. So I have to be careful with that if I wear this in the summertime, because right now my plan is to wear this with like black tights. That way I can wear it outside because it's still a little bit cold here. I made the bracelet length, and it has pockets, which are nice. Love a dress with pockets. Okay, so yeah, so when I tried this on, I was like, this is kind of big. I don't really know if I like this. It's really overwhelming my shape. So I put in the waist ties like Claire suggested. And I'm glad I had enough scraps to do so. So, let me find it. Okay, so it look at the difference that like that one little change can make, right? So it's still kind of like oversized and flowy, but it's a little more taken in, which is what I like. Now, you guys, I almost got rid of this dress because I didn't like how big it was, and that one little fix made all the difference. So Claire, if you're watching this, thank you so much for suggesting that to me, because now I really like this dress, and it went from something I was just gonna get rid of to now something that I'm excited to wear. So, this is the neckline with the bias binding. And then also you see like the darts, you can't even like tell because the fabric is so busy and it's so drapey. So, I mean, she was right about that. It's just, I only noticed it because I noticed it in the muslin and because I made it. But, I mean, I washed it, and the more I wear it, the more I'm actually really liking this dress. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. If you want to see more of these, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you would like to see compared. Another video for Claire and I to, what am I trying to say? Okay, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below letting me know what your thoughts are on the indigo dress. And then if you liked this video and want to see another comparison by myself and Claire, please let me know what pattern you guys are interested in, because that would actually really help, because there's lots of patterns out there and I want you guys to get value from these videos, and so I hope you got some value from this. And then, yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I made a video, can you tell? Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to check out Claire's video. I'll put a link up here or up here, and then also in the description box below, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye. Oh, let me get Peanut. Okay, say goodbye to Peanut. Oh, and stay tuned for some doggy bloopers. Morton knocked me over. Alright, bye you guys. I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. What are you doing? Every time I turned the camera on, they were just sleeping. Martin. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What are you doing, crazy boy? Oh, what's wrong, Peanut? Okay. Oh no, here he comes. What are you doing? Stop. Oh my gosh. You are crazy. You are crazy. Are you done? He's just getting started.